What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning in again. As you know, my name is Paul, the SA Badger. Today I'm going to be reviewing my all-time favorite character. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Sideshow exclusive premium format Joker. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm back here to review the box. So as you can see here, the front of the box is pretty much a picture of the statue itself, the Joker, but what they actually did with it, they added a little bit of color into it to make it more of a comic feel, comic look. Now what I really like about this is that yes, it shows the statue, but also the colors that are synonymous with the Joker. But what I really like about the box is this black right here, because this black really makes these colors pop out, okay? That's what I love about it. And also it has that old classic Joker symbol up there, the face, the playing card. So yeah, as you can see, his leg from the statue actually continues to over here. And on the side of the box, it continues, with a bunch of ha-has. But in this case, what they did was they added a lot of white, and the white has the same effect as the black. It makes all these small other colors really pop out. This is a box that if you see in a store or in somebody's house, whatever the case may be, it's gonna stand out. You're gonna notice it because the colors are just very vibrant, dynamic, and they pop because of that contrast, okay? Not only that, but they did it well where not only does it stand out, but it's an actual nice looking picture as well. Okay, the back same as the front, black, but this time it's just kind of that makeshift spade with the Joker symbol right here. There's a playing card face right there. Again, the black, and the side is same thing as the other side. On this side though, we see the gun. You can see the statue with the playing fit with the fish, and it actually kind of comes around from the front of the box as well. Kind of what I showed you just a little bit while ago, with the leg sticking out over here. This time it's the arm with the gun. Okay? And there we go. And there's the front of the box again. Really impressed by this box. Will definitely be taking care of it. Alright, so let's move on to the review. Alright guys, welcome back. So this is a statue obviously out of the box. You got a brief glimpse of it when I showed it to you in hand, when I had it in front of the box just a minute ago. And now here it is, so let's do the review. Okay, so obviously we can tell that this is a new take of a line that Sideshow is starting to do. My initial impression of this when I took it out of the box, actually when I saw it, I should say, yeah, I loved it. I ordered it immediately. I knew this was going to be one that I wanted for my collection. Very reminiscent of the base here of the tweeter head version, which I also have, and I'll do a review on that as well. Just taking out some of the foam. So I guess just start out with the base, guys. So the base, obviously, as we can see here, let me read what it says to you. It's a broken manhole cover or a seal of some type. It's trying to make it out as best as I can. Sigil Vena Civita Civitatis Gotham. Obviously that's some kind of Latin. I'm not familiar with that at all, but breaking that seal, whatever that stands for. The reason why I really like this Joker, guys, why I picked it up, again, even though Joker's my absolute favorite character of all time, I don't just blindly collect every piece. The reason why I collected this specific piece is because this is a very reminiscent combination of, to me, all of the Jokers in history. I advocate very much so for character development. If we take, obviously, these Jokers, if we were to still have this kind of Joker right here in today's world, I don't think people would show much interest. Same thing as Batman, it's just character evolution. But me growing up as a kid, I always envisioned the Joker, and again, this is before I got into the stories and the comics and everything about him, but it's just kind of like this kind of goofy, practical Joker whenever he battled Batman. Like just playing practical jokes, not really taking anything seriously, definitely not the Joker that we know today. So obviously, with the Joker in the past, he had a bunch of these gadgets, you know, like a gun with a punching glove, squirts, squirt flowers, stuff like that, you know. So this is what I think, but now they not only took a device, which is this pogo stick. It's like, well, now it's like a mechanicalized pogo stick. I mean, there's a gear shifter right there, handles. But I mean, this thing is not just designed to get around; it's designed to cause some carnage. And again, in that classic Joker style, it's a fist in the bottom, just basically pounding, fisting. Supposed to be funny, but also in today's Joker, very chaotic and very menacing. So that's why I picked up this Joker, because it reminds me of a combination of all of them. Okay, again, we go back to, we can take the gun here, and again, I never envisioned the classic Joker, that funny, kind of goofy one, as carrying any weapons, but this one does. And as you can see, there's a fish right there, which is a throwback or a salute to me at least, Batman the Animated Series, with that episode with the Joker fish. And I'll never forget this, you know, in that episode where he says, quote unquote, you know, Batman, I'm really tired of fish. Hardy's right, they're really disgusting. I think I'll take my business into meat. Talk about a happy meal. I'll never forget that. And again, this is why I love the Joker, because of his character. He's being funny, but yes, he's being maniacal at the same time. So I think this actually grasped all of those Jokers into one. And this is exactly why I decided to buy this statue, because I felt that it did grasp all of the Jokers throughout the generations that the Joker's been around, and they kind of melded him into one specific Joker. Again, that's why I picked up this statue. But just wanted to give you a background on that, guys. Here's the statue real fast, and now I will get to the review of it. Alright guys, so let's do the review of this guy. Just going to really touch up on the base again, because I've already described it before. But obviously, besides the words, this base is cracked. Like I said, it's some metal, maybe manhole cover. I think it's more of a seal, maybe a seal on, I don't know, the capital of Gotham or something like that, of that matter. It's all cracked, broken. The actual metal, it actually looks like it's a bronze, maybe gold. They put some weathering in here, it doesn't look brand new. There's some scuff marks in it. It's not clean, which is what I like. Because obviously if it's going to be outside, it's not going to be something clean. It's punching through. Obviously, all this Joker gas in the back of the base. You can see parts of it just exploding out concrete, what it looks like to me. The green mist. Now, what this tells me is that there's a gas underneath the city, and he's using this to just bring it out. Bam, just get it out. So that's the base. Really good. Love the green. The green itself, has different shades of green. So it's not just one color, one flat color. So it really gives that effect of different layers of the smoke, if you want to call it that. And the inside right here, guys, where the actual fist is hitting, it's a different kind of texture. It looks like it's more compressed, more saturated, and more full of energy. Like this is the base where the most pressure is. This kind of just like slowly seeping through. This is just bursting to get out. That's what I get there, which I'm very impressed by. But that's what I get out. And then moving up, obviously with the pogo stick, we got a big purple glove here as the bottom of the pogo stick, just pounding a fist. For you wrestling fans, this looks like the SmackDown fist, if you remember that. But yeah, I mean, the glove itself actually looks like it could come off a different statue. Has a little bit of texture in it, so it does look like a leather glove. There's also shading in the glove itself, and the move on up to the spring of the pogo stick. The inside of it, the black, is just a solid black. The silver, grayish metal part, the spring, does have different shades in there, so that's real good. And then moving up into this, Um, this looks like it's maybe supposed to be wood, a little bit of shading there, texture work there, some scuff marks on it. Just to let you know, guys, obviously I don't do unboxings. Actually showing how this is put together. I just put it together to get it to you guys. But these little foot pads here, they come off. The guzzle cup right here comes off. The little horn and the hat comes off. The shifter comes off. The handlebars come off. Now this hand right here, guys, is kind of weird. It's actually holding one of these handlebars right here. So this handlebar only has this piece right there by itself. The hand itself, you put into the Joker, and he's holding this, and it's a magnet right here that actually connects them together. But like I said, this part over the pogo stick is wood. Right here, the face, looks like it's carved, like it's a carven wooden face. You got some marks here, like maybe Joker was in battle, and there's some scuff marks here. There's some bullets, I guess, marks. And inside the mouth right here, looks like to be a gun to be shooting back. Obviously, classic Joker. The little flares on the handlebars. One's obviously orange, the other one's green. And right here, there's some scuff marks. So this thing's not clean. So obviously, been through battle, some weathering. Seat that the Joker's on. This is solid. Well, it's supposed to be a solid piece of metal. Obviously, your support if you're having all that weight on here. And just attention to detail, guys. I mean, there's even little springs right here. I mean, for anybody who rides a bike, whatever the case may be, there's springs right here in the back, you know, to cushion the blow. Obviously, you're going to be riding this thing. You're going to need that cushion. Then going up to the Joker himself, classic purple suit. Obviously, the patch right here on his knee. A lot of weathering in the uniform. It's not clean. The suit is just a patch job, a stitch job, guys. Honestly, the back is torn apart. There's a bunch of tears in his suit. So yeah, this guy's been through some battles. There's some light texture, and I love how they make the folds right here on his pants. You know, it's really impressive what they do now. Not remember what these things are called, part of the suit. I guess the flaps of the jacket, the tails of the jacket. These aren't actually same material as a statue, guys. It's like a very soft plastic. Not really sure why they did that. Maybe to prevent problems of breaking, because I can see something like this easily breaking in the shipping process. His boots, very nice detail with the boots. Now, here's one thing. I'm not used to seeing Joker without his two-tone shoes. So this is different. Do I like it? Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Because he has some steel toes right here that they actually have his insignia on the steel toe. The bottom of the shoe, there's ha-has, you know, the soles of the feet. Actually look like snake skin, gator skin shoes. Very nice. Moving up to his chest, you know, we can see that he actually, underneath his coat, he has a strap that has blades in it. So again, we got some weapons here, weapons on his chest. He actually has like a little pin of Batman smiling. Kind of cute, funny, but you know, that's how he is. The bow tie itself, black. It's a black bow tie with lots of definitions and texture. Definitely shows the wrinkles in that bow tie where it's tied together. Again, different take on it. Not sure the last time I've seen the Joker with a black bow tie. I'm just seeing that with color. But again, it's a different take on it. Now, his coat, again, there's just a lot of, it's a worn out coat, guys. The real attention to detail that I really like, guys, is that underneath here, he's wearing his vest. And under his vest, he's wearing his orange long sleeve. So you can see the orange sticking out through the wrist of his coat. But right here in the back where it's tearing, it's also showing that orange. Great attention to detail. The face itself shows a lot of expression. Now this Joker looks like he's been through some battles because his mouth, his entire, well, the lower part of his face, I should say, is this carved up, cut up, looked like somebody got a hold of him and tore up his face even more. But you know him, he don't care about pain. Doesn't really, tore off his own face for God's sake, you know? So he doesn't care. Moving up to the weapon, it's a Tommy gun with the handle part. I don't even know if you're familiar with Tommy guns, but you hold them right here and there's a handle. The handle right here of the Tommy gun is actually the fish, the Joker fish, which pretty gruesome actually. The fish is actually the barrel of the gun is sticking out of the fish's mouth. So that kind of, based on what just the Joker fish looks like, it reminds me a lot of one of the sandworms from Beetlejuice. That's what it reminds me of. But again, I understand the Joker fish, where that comes from. Again, it's a nod to the past, to Batman the Animated Series, and also the comic. So yeah, alright, so everything you see here, guys, is just the regular edition, which is the face and the gun. Right here I have the exclusives, which is a birthday cake, which says he's a jolly good Batsy. The dynamite actually comes out of it. There's a magnet there to hold it. Just be very careful with this, guys, because the actual fuse of the dynamite is very thin, very small, and looks like it could break off very easy, so just be very careful if you do get this. Here's the other portrait, the classic, which is, yeah, it's supposed to be the classic portrait. Now, do I feel that when I see this, I see classic Joker? I do. Clean face, the lipstick isn't all the way up the cheeks, anywhere. It's very clean, which is what I understand classic Joker to be. Obviously modernized, but yeah, you know, the hair kind of sticking out to the sides to a point. Giving it like that modern feel with the animated series Joker version with his hair look and everything. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I definitely like it. But yeah, I love this portrait as well. It's really gruesome. Gives it another take to the Joker. Okay, so let me pull this off. Show you guys. So yeah, there's a new portrait. Okay. Looks to be very clean cut. Okay, size of the hair looks like he has a maybe kind of a tapered haircut here, a little bit long on the top. But yeah, obviously the hair here is definitely the classic Joker. Different paint scheme too. I mean, put them side by side, you can tell that there's a difference in the in the shading. Classic Joker has a lot more white application to him. Okay, versus this one. This one looks more of less white, more realistic. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. It looks cool. The thing is, it really stands out though because overall this figure, guys, has a lot of dark colors. Obviously, like you can see the purple in his suit, not really that bright purple that we're used to, more of a darkish purple. So yeah, this face is really gonna stick out on him, which is cool. You know, I'm all about contrast. I love that. Just breaking it up. Okay. So yeah, it's really gonna stick out. So let's take out the gun. Birthday cake. There we go. Yeah, you know, this is kind of like, this really grasped what I was talking about that classic Joker, you know, throwing a pie in the face with a little bomb on it, you know, versus this, which is just all about carnage and destruction. This is more about carnage and destruction. They both are, but this is more so, this is more funny. Again, this referencing back to why I really like this statue, guys. So, yeah, I mean, my overall impression, I really do like it. Glad I bought it. Okay, so as always, guys, let me go ahead and give you some close-up video of this. That way you can actually see up and close what this looks like. All right. Alright guys, so here is the Joker up close. So, let's see. Here's the cake. You can see the different layers of the cake. There's a suit, and being up close I can actually see more of the texture. I love the shading between the folds. Here's his classic portrait, I'm sorry. Love them eyes, look at them eyes. Green eyes, eyebrows, teeth. Yeah, and there's the weapons that I was talking about earlier. 3 different knives there. The black bow tie I mentioned. Here's that little bat's on lapel. And again, I'm used to seeing them with some kind of flower. Okay, there's a gear shifter. Here's a clown face on the pogo stick, the machine gun, the big chug. Okay, just moving it around. Now, the inside of this is very detailed. You can see there's gears, switches. There's actually right there, see if I can get it. Harley does Joker carved into the back. Again, that's just extreme attention to detail. There's a key. Looks like an 8-track player. The Battersea. Didn't catch that, but okay, cool. Alright. So again, there's all the stitching that I mentioned before in his suit, guys. There's the rips right there. I guess, right, you can't afford to buy a new suit because what? Crime don't pay. There's a shading. And obviously you can see that there's texture to give this coat look like it has material, cross-stitching, fabric. Here is the bottom, the base. Let's see where he's sitting. Okay, his skater shoes. Let's see if I can get that symbol. I don't know if the camera's gonna get in there. Well, I can get you this one. See, there's the steel toes closer. Yeah, I mean, look at them shoes, guys. It actually looks like there's dirt and grime between the leather of his shoes. So, again, I mean, they gave this thing a lot of detail. The steel toes himself look like the steel itself is actually old, kind of a little rusting. I mean, this figure has a lot of detail, guy. I mean, absolutely love it. Okay, there's a foot pedals, pegs where you foot resters, I should say. I'm sorry about that. Big chug. Here's the base I was talking about earlier. Okay. Smoke effect, fist, just awesome figure, my opinion. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and put in the, again, this is the exclusive, guys. Let me go ahead and give you a close-up of the regular. Alright guys, so here is the regular. And like I said before, look how carved up, messed up that face is. So I can zoom in a little bit more. Oh, there you go. I really like how he has that expression with his tongue sticking out. Like he's just enjoying that violence. Different shades in the hair, as obviously you can see it up close and personal. You can see the browns in his hair. Obviously dirty. Goes with the figure, obviously. I mean, torn up, dirty. Here is the Jokerfish machine gun. You can see the case of the Tommy gun has a big smile on it. Different color fingernails right there. There it is. Let's see how he's holding that. Fingerless gloves he's wearing. Yeah, guys, so that's the regular. Yeah, that's just a up close kind of 360 view I just wanted to give y'all guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Alright guys, so that's my review of the Joker, just some final thoughts on what I think about this piece. So we're going to break it up into 5 categories. First, execution. Now, to me, what that means is, when I see this piece, does it really grasp who this character is, what kind of story they're trying to tell? And with this, obviously it's not just some museum pose, standing pose, whatever. It's actually like an action scene. So absolutely, I think they nailed it on this one. I would give it a 10 as far as execution. I mean, like I said earlier, it grabs all of the concepts from all the Jokers of all time, in my opinion, and it puts it into one. And not only that, but we put them on this crazy pogo stick, causing chaos, causing damage. So with the execution, I would give it a 10. Craftsmanship. Do I feel that this statue was made with very good quality? Absolutely. You know, I had no problems putting it together. Didn't need any instructions, kind of figured it out how to put it together. Nothing's loose, magnets are tight, no breaks, nothing. I mean, this is flawless as far as craftsmanship goes. So I give that a 10 too. Third subject, paint application. Now the actual paint on this figure statue, I would say is done perfectly and flawlessly. My only gripe about it is that after looking at it, I feel that there's not enough contrast. You know, especially like I discussed earlier with the box itself. I mean, the pictures on the box like pop out at you guys, like bam, you know, like you see that thing and it's in your face because of that contrast. This really doesn't show too much contrast. It's kind of all dark colors, you know. I mean, something as far as, I don't know, in my opinion, maybe making this green a little bit brighter or a little bit more greener. I think just something like simple as that alone could have brought that out as far as contrast goes. Now, I understand the figure, you know, what it is. It's supposed to be, you know, weathered, battle damaged. I understand that. I get that it's supposed to be like dirty, grimy, that kind of figure. But the base itself, if you could have just made, in my opinion, this green brighter, that could have bringing that contrast. The only thing I see that has anything kind of contrast, guys, is really like the streamers on the handlebars and the face of this clown right here. But to me, it's not really like that much contrast. But again, you don't really need too much with this statue because it's supposed to be dirty and grimy. I understand that. So with that, I'll probably give it, paint application is done flawlessly, no bleeds, done perfectly. But just that, you know, I would like to see a little bit more brighter colors, especially coming from that box. So with the paint, I'll give it an 8. Again, just because I would like more contrast in it. I'm not saying that that's not bad. It looks badass, honestly. Let's see. And value. Okay. Do I feel what I paid for this statue? When I put it in hand, got to see it, do I feel like, yeah, it was worth it? With the exclusive, yeah, I mean, honestly, and this is not just being biased because Joker is my favorite character. I think what I paid for this statue, definitely worth it. Okay, I have no regrets about it. I don't feel that it should have been less. It should have been more. I think it was just perfect. You know, this is a statue definitely worth having, in my opinion, and I keep it. So the value is, again, a 10. Understand that these statues are expensive, guys, but when you see them in hand, you gotta ask yourself, can I do this? And can I do this as good? You gotta really ask yourself that. So I understand, you know, as an art, it's a piece of art. And do I feel that this piece of art was worth what I paid for it? Absolutely. So I give that a 10. And finally, originality. Okay. do I feel, especially with the Joker, there's hundreds of pieces out there. So people got to really step up their game to really give out, something that hasn't been done before. Okay. Now with that, I want to have to dock some points on it. I'll explain to you why as far as originality. This whole Joker gas thing just recently has been done. Like I mentioned earlier, it's really reminiscent of my tweeter head statue where there's Joker gas too. And also that new XM statue that's coming out also has him holding a tank full of Joker gas. So that Joker gas concept has really been done. There's actually 2 current statues right now within probably a year. I know the XM hasn't come out yet, but that tweeter has been out less than a year probably. And same thing, Joker gas. But given all of this, the rest stuff besides the Joker gas, absolutely, man. I mean, when's the last time you've seen the Joker on something like this? Really, I mean, this is just an awesome statue. I mean, if you just look at it, you'll appreciate it. And, jumping on that crazy pogo stick, whatever he's doing, either breaking out, causing chaos, whatever, it's just who he is. It screams out who he is. So originality, so obviously just dock a little bit of points for the Joker gas, but originality, I'm going to give it a 9, guys. Just that 1 point because of the Joker gas. But other than that, I mean, that's my rate. Do I recommend getting this statue if you're a Joker fan? Absolutely. I have no gripes about it. I would definitely recommend this to anybody. Obviously, this is a statue that I myself do not see ever selling. And again, I myself am very picky about what statues I get, even though Joker's my favorite character of all time. I'm not just going to blindly buy every piece. Okay? Something really has to strike at me with every piece, and obviously this did, and when I got it in hand, it delivered without fail, guys. So anyway, that's my review on this statue. I hope you liked it. If you do, please give me that thumbs up. Please leave any comments with any feedback. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe if you want more videos, and until next time, guys, thank you.